I am reborn, and I am walking into my destiny, slowly but surely. And sometimes, the voices of the past still haunt me in my journey. I keep reminding myself that I am no longer a prisoner of the opinions about me, because I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am free. I used to look into the broken fragments of yesterday and get hurt every single time. It's like picking up a shattered glass and cutting yourself with it. Such a stupid crime. But now, I only look back to see how far I've come. And sometimes, when necessary, I like to follow the trails of Crumb. All my life, I lived like a slave, not knowing who I was and why I was born. They took advantage of my innocence and brutally murdered my spirit. No one was there to mourn. Instead, they celebrated my death like it was my birthday. My delicate heart, my joyful and free spirit, my beautiful hopes and dreams all withered away. They buried me under their dirt, layers and layers of lies and delusions of their own mind. I was pictured as the villain in their twisted stories as I lay there wishing the truth would unwind. It is extremely hysterical how these wicked clowns are good at playing heroes. They are so drunk with their lies, piercing their victims with their words that are like fiery arrows. They love the spotlight and have the blind and deaf as their audience. These creatures are like mindless circus monkeys who have no sense. Without a second thought, they clap and cheer at everything they say and do. And these heroes love it too, because it feeds their precious, swollen baby that is so fragile yet so ugly, called ego. I used to cry so much at the things they do and say about me. But today, I just smile and laugh because now I can see how it's absurdly funny. It's useless to give these foolish people even a drop of your tears, your time, and your energy. The hardest thing I had to learn was acceptance, letting go, and forgiveness. I do not want to be destroyed by the ferocious beast that has devoured the majority, called animosity. My voice will never be taken away again, so I vow to always speak the intimidating yet beautiful truth in love with gentleness. For it is written, "The truth shall set you free." I see it as a brave act of love, because when you cut off everything that weighs you down, you start to fly freely into the unknown like a dove, and you'll do everything to never again lose your crown. Sometimes, doing something new and forgiving people of their monstrosity and walking away happily into your new destination can be very scary. But once you realize fear is not real, that is when you start to master reality. But everyone today is like sick children who cover up their deep wounds with bandages of lies. They need to drink the truth medicine that will not taste good at first, but it will certainly heal them, and their big heads will be reduced in size. Oddly enough, people today choose to rot slowly as prisoners of their own lies and the lies of others, rather than being freed by the truth and soaring to greater heights in life and discover many wonders. If we truly love ourselves as our Creator loves us, wouldn't we want our freedom too? But for generations and generations, humans have become like animals entrapped in a zoo. I'm confident that I'm not the only person who craved to experience true freedom outside these enormous walls the society built, and never only the perception of it. That is why I try my best to deliver this message to people however God sees fit. Because we are not meant to live like this. We were designed to explore, to create, to love, and to live freely in pure bliss. But soon, when Jesus returns, He will cleanse the world of its filth, and the curse will be reversed. Oh, the wickedness today will be history. And the purity of the world will be restored, and the last will be first. I want everyone to remain hopeful and faithful, because He's right at the door. When He returns, He will resurrect the dead, wipe our tears away, and death shall be no more. If only everyone knew how miraculous it is to live with and for God, and what the new earth looks like and feels like, they would have forsaken everything to follow Jesus, crucified their flesh, and asked the Holy Spirit to make them more Christ-like. Why am I so enthusiastic and passionate about God? Well, why would I be when He promised me a new beginning after the evil vampires drained me of my blood? Jesus saved me and restored my freedom, and now here I am as a ghost, dancing and singing with Him in the midst of the storm. He told me we are like stars in the sky that are meant to shine and to perform acts of genuine love, kindness, and compassion. It is so rare today in our darkened world that has fallen into the devil's illusion. I learned so much about the psychotic reality of the world today through the Holy Spirit, who taught me while I am buried. One day, I thought to myself, it was a good thing the old me passed away, because now that I am reborn in spirit, I can see why it shouldn't be me who has to be depressed and worried. Then who, you ask? It is those who love to dwell in the dark with their nasty secrets. They are in big trouble when God finishes His final task. They will be caught red-handed and thrown into the dungeon like culprits. He will unveil the hidden truths and expose all the dirty lies. Very soon, when He turns on the lights, all the wicked will scatter like cockroaches and mice. Foolish creatures who are destined for the sword have mistaken my mercy for weakness. They do not know that I serve the Lord, who is the one who desires vengeance. It is truly a great privilege to take refuge in the God of justice. He fights for you when you believe in Jesus. What God has been doing behind the scenes leaves me very curious. I cannot wait when He calls me to come out of this grave like Lazarus, or when He gives me orders to leave the den and roar like a lioness, to be His ally in delivering the endless nightmare to all His enemies. They love making people's lives a horror, because that's all they see when they look in the mirror. When He gathers the scattered tribes of Israel and raises His remnant, soon the severe punishment will be pronounced to all the evil tenants. Fools who thought they were gods of this world. But the time is coming where every knee should bow in heaven and on earth and under the earth, and every tongue declare that Jesus Christ is the Lord. But as for now, while waiting for that glorious moment, I live a secret life like a happy ghost. Call me the female version of Casper, who does God's will with enthusiasm by reaching out to the lost. You can hate me all you want for telling the truth. When a snake gets exposed, all they see is red. If you bite me, you will lose a tooth. You cannot kill someone who's already dead. But go ahead and try it too if you dare. Do you smell that? I smell fire in the air. We're making s'mores, you see, and you're the marshmallow in it. Are you ready to melt in God's wrath and be thrown into the pit? If not, then take heed to this warning and quit. Jesus already won, and the devil's fate is secured, and all his evil followers will go down with him too. So as Jesus really goes, who loves to follow Him wherever He goes, all I can say to these clowns is,